All right, hello, wine drinking people. We're back. It's Wednesday, August 25th, and not a lot of drinking in the store yesterday. Actually, the last 2 days have kind of been pathetic here. You know, maybe it's the first week of school. I don't know what's going on out there, but not a lot of people making requests to taste wine with me, which is odd because people know I like to drink wine, even first thing in the morning, in the afternoon, late afternoon, early evening. The time really doesn't matter, but only one supplier in the store yesterday, and kind of ironic, he brought in some wines from Argentina. And we got an Argentina tasting tonight, Cafe Max. And one of the things on the label that I noticed was a word called agrello, which I was not familiar with, but I should have been. If I was looking through my Nicolas Quetena notes, I noticed that that is one of the areas in Luján de Cuyo, the only DOC in all of Mendoza, and supposedly one of the best areas for Cabernet Sauvignon, and well, I guess the Malbec's pretty good there too, because these little wines like yesterday from Decero winery from Mendoza were outstanding, and I think you've heard me mention this before. It's hard to find better value in Bordeaux varietals than we're getting out of Argentina, particularly Mendoza right now. Mendoza's a rather large area, like I mentioned before. Luján de Cuyo, a specific geographical area. Winery Louis Jabosca, very famous, is located there, and they make very good wines. But an even more specific region within this Luján de Cuyo is this Agrello area, and I guess this is where Quetena Zapata, one of their prime vineyards, is located, and several other top vineyard sites are also there, and this guy is making some very impressive wines. A young guy, the winemaker, stopped in yesterday. This Remolinos Vineyards, really good stuff, and not that expensive. You know, $20 is not cheap today for a bottle of wine. We like to see stuff from Argentina in the $10 to $15 price range that really over-delivers, but for a $20 bottle of wine, this wine was excellent, as good as anything you'll find from anywhere. And we had the Malbec, which... This wine had that classic violet and floral note that you get out of Malbec, some dark cocoa, some smoke, some espresso, nice hand of black earth, and very good structure. One of the things that a lot of Malbecs don't have is that follow-through on the finish. This wine had a nice long finish, and lovely acidity, keeping things fresh, and really nice. And like I said, for $20, a really nice little wine. The Cabernet Sauvignon, not quite as impressive, but still pretty good. Some fine herbs, cigar box, bell pepper notes to the nose, some nice red cherry and red currant berry fruit to that. Smooth and round tannins, maybe not quite as big as the Malbec, which, man, you get Malbec that's bigger than Cab in Mendoza. You don't see that very often anywhere in the world, but still a nice little Cab at the same price. And then we had their reserve wine, the Amano, means by hand, and a little expensive. I want to say the wine was very good, but we're looking for value in Argentina. These little $20 wines impressed me more than this wine at $50 a bottle, but a little bigger, a little more concentrated, a little more rich, but 3 times the price. All right, well, that's it for the store, folks. One of the shortest days I've ever had for what I drank yesterday. But, I'm going to have wine with dinner because when I get home, first of all, my wife is an excellent cook. And we have to have, what are you going to have, Coca-Cola with dinner? No, of course, we're going to have wine. And even the kids, my kids, I give them a little taste of wine. The girl doesn't like it, but the little boy will drink anything, even Crown Royal, if I put it in front of him. But last night I had 2 reds. And some people were over, some friends that like Pinot Noir, so I brought this Pali Pinot Noir over. And this is from the Sonoma Coast area, very typical California Pinot, and lovely bright raspberry red cherry fruit, and just really appealing and forward, lovely floral notes. And this is a new winery in 2005. The entrepreneurs Tim Perrin and Scott Knight pulled their resources and opened up this Pali wine company, which is named after the Palisades area where they're from in California. But pretty impressive. This is the first wine I've had from them, and I would have to say for $20, one of the better Pinot Noirs that I've had this year. And we love the screw cap, folks. I mean, that's one reason I put this wine on the shelf. We're not going to see a lot of it coming back from bad corks. But a really nice little bottle of wine. If you like Pinot and you like that fruity California style, in your face cherry pie Pinot, this is for you. And then we opened up a little older wine here, this Penfolds 1996 Kalimna. Kalimna is one of the most famous Shiraz vineyards in all of the Barossa, and this was a single vineyard wine at one point, but today it is a blend of Kalimna vineyard and several select vineyards throughout South Australia. This is one of the things that the folks at Penfolds do better than just about anybody else. This wine is in phenomenal shape still, drinking at or near its peak, 1996 vintage. You know I like my Shiraz with some fruit. That's one of the things that happens to Shiraz when it gets older. It loses the fruit. And you definitely had some fine sediment in this wine. We recommend decantering it, but an outstanding bottle of mature Shiraz, which you're going to see Friday night here in the store. Some great Aussie Shiraz that is mature and at its peak years of drinking. All right, check it out on our offer today in the What I Drank Yesterday section. I'm your host, Andrew Lampazone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.